Last time on Battle for Canada again.
All of you are going to prison. Well, this isn't ideal.
Right now on Battle for Canada again. So, how are we getting out of here? Popcorn, you're made of cardboard, right? Yeah, why? Soda, you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, I am. Alright, 3, 2, 1, pull! What did that accomplish? If you turn to your side, you should be able to fit through the bars now. Wow, that actually worked. Hey there, prison guard. How did you get out of your cell? Doesn't matter, I have a proposition to ask you. Wait, Popcorn, is that you? Wait, how do you know who I am? Alright, so I got 3 people for you. Good, but there's one thing you must know before this. Is that I'm a cop and you're under arrest. Oh yeah, I guess we have met before. Dude, you really gotta stop getting into legal trouble. Listen, I will give you $100,000 right now if you give me the keys and let me walk out. Yeah, that's like double my paycheck for the next 2 years. You could have them. That guy behind me looks oddly familiar. I feel like we've met before. That's pretty unlikely. I only just got in here. I rented a Tesla Cybertruck to 3 guys without doing proper background checks on them, and apparently they did some crazy illegal stuff with it. Oh, wow, that's wild. Hey guys, I got the keys. Let's go. Alright, that's step 1 done. Now we just gotta go back to Mr. Canada's house and finally get ownership of Canada. Can we stop at a dollar store or something on the way and get some tape? Because being this wide is rather inconvenient. God damn it, this is the 5th time this has happened already. Oh, yeah, that's fine, we can do that. It's crazy how he hasn't fixed this massive gaping hole inside of his house yet. Even the Tesla Cybertruck is still there. I wonder if I can return that still. Hey, look over there! His computer is completely unguarded. I should be able to establish a new national holiday with this thing. It's really that simple? That's all you gotta do? Yeah, it's surprisingly uncomplicated. Alright, it's now official. Today is officially opposite day. Ah, now I can finally rest after settling that whole attempted coup situation. What the hell? How did you guys get back in my house? Hey, do I own Canada? No, you don't own Canada. I still do. You should take a look at the calendar, buddy. Wait, what? Why? No! 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 Alright, now that that situation's settled, we can go back home. Wait, but we don't have a car anymore. Well, I guess we're walking. Man, that was some insane cardio. How did we just walk for 48 straight hours without showing any signs of weakness or tiredness? I don't know, reality show logic, I guess? Alright, now we can get back on track for the regular finale stuff. First things first, let's ask the eliminated contestants who they think should win the show. All we gotta do is release them from these self-isolation chambers. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh my god, the sun is so bright. It is blinding. I haven't eaten in years. I am starving. Well, this was a bad idea. So, Walmart logo, who do you want to win the show? I do not care about Battle for Canada again anymore. I have freedom! Freedom! What about you, Minecraft TNT? I think Glue Stick should win because he beats people up a lot. Kmart logo, what about you? I vote for Glue Stick because he was in Season 1, and that reminds me of when people actually liked me. I guess Popcorn is the slightly better living individual, so him, I guess. Popcorn, as I don't think he was ever excessively mean to me for no reason. Glue Stick! Popcorn, I guess? I think it would be pretty cool if I won again. That's not how that works. You gotta vote for one of the final two. Popcorn is not actually an awful human being, so him. Glue Stick's presence makes for great content, so I choose him. Alright, well everyone voted and it ended in a tie, so that was pretty pointless. We really gotta stop doing these contestant votes. But now we can get on to the votes that actually matter, the fan votes. I'd like you to direct your attention to the new fancy vote display TV I got just for this occasion. Is that seriously the best TV you could afford? Hey, you try managing a reality show budget for 12 episodes and let me know how you do. But let's stop stalling and display the votes. Oh, wait. Does that mean what I think it means? Yes! I'm gonna go address the nation right now! Hello everybody, I am Glue Stick, your new owner of Canada, and I'm gonna be making some changes around here. First change is that I'm replacing the entire standard curriculum with 13 years of education talking about how cool I am. Alright, so for today's lesson, we're just going to look at this picture of Glue Stick for 7 hours. Yes, question in the front? What happened to our desks and chairs? Glue Stick unfortunately cut the funding for that. I will be shutting down all of the hospitals and replacing them with casinos. Yes, hello, 911? I was walking with my friend, and he just dropped to the floor, and I think he really needs to go to the hospital. He just passed out. Unfortunately, the hospital is no longer here, but if you would like to grieve through the means of gambling, you can come on down. Man, this place is awesome! I'm gonna go bet my entire life's earnings on red. Oh, and also, I'm raising your guys' taxes by 500%. Alright, see ya, scrubs! You know, I was actually pretty okay with most of those changes, but nobody taxes my maple syrup monopoly. I have made a horrible mistake. Alright, Apple Juice, I've gathered you to help me overthrow the government, as you are the only other person on this show who is not entirely idiotic. Alright, I'm down, I guess. Alright, so using some advanced maths and predictions, I should be able to calculate every place Glue Stick is going to be at every point in the next 48... I'm going to stop you right there. Using common sense, I can tell you that Glue Stick is incredibly cocky and will most likely be back here in like 30 seconds to go back to flexing how he won. Hey guys, did you hear that I won Battle for Canada again? Yes, we were all quite literally right there. I think I could be able to change his mind with a few heartfelt words. Glue Stick, I'm not entirely opposed to having you rule the country of Canada, but if you consider that some of your changes may impose more harm on others than they do help, and I think you're just doing some of this to appeal to your own selfish standards, and I think you should rethink some of your decisions. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, Teapot, I think Glue Stick's a little too far gone for those words to have much of an effect. Hey, Trash Can, I think you should go tell Glue Stick how you feel about his changes. You want me to do it? Yeah, I think you have the best ideas out of all of us. You should tell him what you have to say. Okay then. Why is that the guy you went with? He's eventually going to start yelling about random mundane things. That'll probably distract Glue Stick for a while. When Glue Stick's not paying attention, just jump in and beat the hell out of him. Oh, hell yeah. Glue Stick, have you even fathomed the effects of the changes you imposed on this nation? I mean, no hospitals? I mean, how am I supposed to get treated for my multiple stress-induced heart attacks I go through frequently? And not even to mention the misuse of taxpayer dollars. Speaking of taxpayer dollars, I think someone has access to my bank account, but every time I talk to my accountant, they always say everything looks A-okay. But every time I actually check my bank account afterwards, I'm like, I don't think I spent $50 here, but I don't know how to mention it, because they never mentioned it themselves, and I'm just stuck in this constant... Dude, what the hell are you even talking about?
On the ground! On the ground! On the ground! It's on the ground! On the ground! On the ground! Face!
This is ridiculous. You can't arrest me. You're technically my employee. I practically own you. Chad, look, the dictator's getting arrested. Somebody clip this. You know, I might dislike you a lot, but you are slightly better than that guy. You only view me as slightly better than the tyrannical dictator. You know what? Never mind. So since you're in control of Canada again, how about we just forget all this ever happened? What the hell? No! Even ignoring the fact you tried to overthrow the government, you basically forced people to compete in a reality show where they had to physically injure or even kill each other at points, and also falsely imprisoned dozens of people for years on end. I mean, look at Walmart logo over there. You know, it sure is nice not having to revolve our entire lives around competing on a reality show. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder how the people who went on to the second season of that show are doing, though. Big food! Ah! Ow, what the hell? Get off me! Oh, God, ow, ow, oh, God, stop! Oh, my, lettuce, that is not good. Oh, that is really bad. Oh, I don't even want to look at that anymore. Soda, you are going back to prison! Oh, no, we can work out a deal or something, right? I can, like, pay you off, right?